Already back with another video. Dang, I didn't even do my runs before this, so I have to hurry and get this video done with and go do my little run because it's like 6 o'clock already. But yeah, what's it called? We have Birmingham, San Antonio Brahmas, whatever. San Antonio Brahmas versus DC Defenders. 3-0. DC's 3-0. Brahmas 0-3. So we got the worst team in the UFL versus the best team in the UFL. Me personally, the Brahmas is my favorite team in the UFL, so I'm gonna take the Brahmas, honestly. But let's see if they can get a win. They can make it. It's week 4, our 4th reaction video of the Brahmas. So get into that.
Second down and 5 from the 24. And the first carry of the day, this is Jashawn Corbin, and he is going nowhere. Swallowed up by Joe Wallace. His defender's defense has been stellar all season long. 3rd down and 7. Mond under pressure, steps away, finds his target. That's a first down to the 32-yard line. On 2nd and 5, Mond to throw. Over the middle, he's got a man open. It's Jacob Harris. Harris weaving down the sideline, inside the 40, and knocked out of bounds near the 33.
NASCAR! It could be a run to the right, and Broncos would be the run to the left.
Here's Corbin again, pushing the pile, and he's not able to get very far. And working against the best total defense in the UFL.
We seen destroying Soul last week with the kick to tie the game, to go to overtime. He sold with the kick last week. You cannot destroy. You cannot sell here, bro. This would be a good fade route. These two fade routes right here would have been so perfect. This would have definitely been killed. He would have definitely been killed, and he would have definitely been killed over here. But in GTA. But yeah, destroying Soul last week. So
on 3rd down, handoff up the middle, plowing into the end zone. It's Aiden Robbins. His first touch results in the first half touchdown of the year for the Brahmas.
Especially when you're a big underdog.
So a 6-0 advantage for the Brahmas. And up the field comes Jaden Mickens, and Jaden Mickens, out it goes to the 34-yard line.
In that secondary, not a big guy, but a big hitter.
And on the end around, it's Mickens trying to find some room, and none there. Shut down nicely by the Brahmas. Devontae Beckett closing it out. Matthew Sexton, the deep man for San Antonio. From the 14. Sexton across the 20 and out near the 30-yard line as he goes out of bounds.
Ready, go.
And on 1st down, it's Anthony McFarland buried in the backfield. Oh, what a hit!
You can't let that slide. You can't let that slide. You gotta go get your get-backs. You have to go get your get-backs.
He understands something, and you can hear him telling the guys he loves them. Players don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Wing to punt it away, and an excellent punt again for the UFL's leading punter this season, all the way back to the 10-yard line. Nice move by Chris Brown, and the ball's out. Stripped out of his hands, and it bounces forward, and I think it ended up right in the lap of a defender who was on the ground for the first 3 plays of that opening drive. And on 1st and 10, back to the ground game again with Abram Smith, and he's swallowed up.
Easy opportunities like that.
So punting it away is Paxton Brooks. At the 18-yard line, Sexton bouncing it to the outside. Matthew Sexton with one on the sideline. Sexton with one in front, and Sexton gets by.
So that'll be home
for a Brahmas touchdown.
So that'll be home. Like, what are you talking about?
Nothing like special teams plays to ignite your team, and everybody just kind of got out of their lanes on that one. What I mean by that is you've got an area that you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to be running behind other players. You get too many players stacked up when you're covering kicks that way. Nobody's got contained, and Sexton gets to the outside, and you get Brooks, the punter.
Ready, they go.
18 total yards for DC to this point. And on 3rd and 7, Tom, who throws a strike and a first down to Braylon Sanders, and Sanders fights his way all the way to the 4.
Mind y'all, bro. It's 12-0 right now. You got the worst team beating the best team right now. The worst team in the UFL beating the best team in the UFL. Nah, that's diabolical. That's crazy.
49-yard line. And the first down of the afternoon for DC. And off on first down. And not much there for Deion Jackson. Came in 6th in the league in rushing yards. He'll lose a half yard there.
Greg Williams, as a defensive coordinator, departed with him.
On first down and 10, and again, penetration into the backfield, blowing up the run play. Rashard Lawrence gets there to drop him for a loss.
They're just playing with a different attitude, man. They're just physical up front.
Tamu going up top, wide open down the sideline, walking in and tumbling.
I know that shit hurt. I know that shit hurt. You ain't gonna do that shit again. You ain't doing that shit again. You ain't not doing that shit again.
In. Briley Moore looked like it was going to be a stroll in the park, and then he hopped like the Easter Bunny for 6.
And you're going to get a little confusion here in the secondary. Moore's just going to go right past the defender. See him flip his way into the end zone. We've had some injuries on the back end of that defense. Get some new guys in there. Get your eyes at the line of scrimmage.
Kellen Mond on 3rd and 10. Pressure up the middle, throws it short. Oh, what a play. Oh, the defenders have gotten a little energy from that touchdown. Bryce Thompson.
Ready, to go.
On 1st and 5, play action. Tamu flushed. Throwing on the run, down the sideline, he finds his open man, and Antonio out of bounds.
He's telling everybody what they got.
Ready.
Can see the corner out here.
2nd and 5, has to jump that ball down the sideline, and the adjustment is made for the catch at the 12. Cornell Powell coming back on that underthrown jump ball to make the catch. Been with 5 different teams in the NFL, 8 for 12 in his NFL career. And McCrane's field goal is good. And DC with 9 straight.
That's crazy. We haven't seen a destroying kick yet. You haven't seen a destroying kick at all. That's crazy.
I'm sure that wasn't a very kind set of words.
Be kind, Robert. McFarland picking his way to the edge, and McFarland lowering the shoulder down to the 32-yard line.
Ready, go.
On 3rd and goal, Robbins steps through a tackle. Robbins into the end zone for the touchdown, his 2nd of the day.
I want you to watch Roberson, number 50 on the defensive line. An outside linebacker spot. He's just going to guess on here. He's going to try and cut to the inside. But fun to see. No, I guess it's not that far from Annapolis, right?
A Stanley Cup snake is going to be tricky. Tamu jumps this one down the sideline, and what an adjustment made. Coming back to get it is Braylon Sanders, and out at the 10, or out with 10 seconds to go. Good snap and hold, and McCrane's kick is true. 3 points for the defenders with 2 seconds to play in the open.
Ready, to go.
18-12.
2nd and 4, back to the ground, back to Smith, an opening, a move, Smith, barrel.
You know who he built like and he runs like? You don't know, you guys know Cam Scatterboo from Arizona State, I think. Yeah, that's how you run.
Into Brahmas territory at the 49-yard line.
You had with left tackle Durant. You can do some damage.
Here's Smith, dropped to the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
Ready.
Well, from an aesthetic standpoint, we hate to have it because it dangles in front of the camera. Here's Tamu on the run, and Tamu not sliding down at the 25. That's a 1st down for DC.
Ready, to go.
2nd down, Tamu on the keep. Tamu into the end zone for a DC touchdown.
I can tell why the I could tell out of 3-0. The receivers are good. The quarterback's good. Yeah, they might win the championship this year. They might win the championship.
And the defenders are all the way back, evening it up at 18 with 10:06 to go in the third.
Go for 2. Go for 2.
The only thing that the UFL is really for is for, like, that's for people that didn't make the NFL, people that got cut from the NFL, people that came in from college that's not gonna play in the NFL and stuff. This is just like it's like before the NFL season starts. It's like show your talent before it starts so you can get signed to a team. See how good you are, you get signed to a team. That's basically what it is.
Ready, go.
Ready, go.
Second down and 2. And off Corbin, bounces to the outside. First down and more for the Brahmas into DC territory. Finally upended by Josh Proctor.
Ready, go.
X return. He starts in and moves back out.
Touchdown.
Bond over the middle, found his
Touchdown.
man. It's Ward into the end zone for a Brahmas touchdown.
23, 24, something like that.
And I don't think it's a mistake that what's been one of the most competitive games of this UFL season has led to one of the biggest beer snakes we've seen.
Well, it's a holiday. It's a day to celebrate. And a nice toss and catch from Ta'amu to the sideline.
You got a little.
I wonder how much the tickets are to a UFL game. Ohio don't got a UFL team, so I won't be able to go to one. But I wonder how much tickets are.
A bit of Australian accent when you said the g'day thing too, like that, you know, Crocodile Dundee on you right there for some reason.
Not bad. Smith in the backfield, bouncing away, but swarmed by Brahmas. 5 for 7 on third down tonight. This is 3rd and 9. Mond under pressure, able to get free. Mond on the run, leading, and he's got the first down.
Especially in the first half of the game.
4th and 1, they're going to go. The handoff up the middle, he's not going to get there. The DC defenders, the top total defense in the UFL this season.
On 4th down. Me personally, I go for it too, though. On 4th and 1. I go for it too on 4th and 1. If I was a coach, I'm going for it on 4th and 1 too. I ain't gonna lie.
Side hit your go. You got the press. It's going to be a go route.
If they get it.
Ta'amu
Hold it up.
down the sideline, incomplete. Roland thought he was held. No.
You know, this is when you go jab, jab, jab. Do you take a shot downfield at some point?
Pressure comes and down he goes. A team that had not had anything from pressure in the first 3 games. Just 2 total sacks. Gets goes down at 10 and swallowed up in the backfield.
Ready, go. Get it.
3rd and 2, handoff, first down, and more. Smith finally gets loose and down to the 37-yard line. Fred Keiss, what do you do on first down?
71 swirl.
Go.
2nd and 8. Ta'amu looking deep. Drops it in the bucket at the 10. Nobody touched him. And down at the 6 goes Braylon Sanders. You want to see if he was touched down here.
No, that was crazy throw. We seen that from the
Oh, that was close. That was close to that ball moving on the way down to the ground too. Does he get touched here?
Did he get touched?
Looks to me like he goes out of his way to avoid him.
Yeah.
He didn't touch him. He didn't touch him.
Hurdles him.
He didn't touch him.
If he touches him, it was accidental. He certainly wasn't trying to touch him. And wasn't thinking about the fact that he needed to be touched down before. It's not going to be much of anything.
For DC.
Go.
First and 3rd.
From the 6.
1 minute and 30
The
seconds.
handoff.
On the
And
goal.
nowhere to go.
Is it right or is it left? Lady or Roger?
And Ta'amu keeps. Ta'amu trying to get to the edge, and he's thrown down at the 9-yard line where it's 3rd and goal.
Go.
3rd and goal. Ta'amu with pressure coming. Throws right side incomplete. At the 5, he wanted Briley Moore, and it comes down to this.
Ready.
4th down. For the game, to tie the game. 4 quarter. Fourth quarter. 26 seconds left. Fourth and goal to tie the game.
DC trying to remain unbeaten. To Amu. Pressure up the middle. Throws
Yes,
to the
yeah.
end zone. It's incomplete. Nobody saw it. San Antonio is going to come into DC and get their first win of the year.
How many times today did we see Kellen Mond respond to pressure?
In his game. Plays that scratch on over. That was insane. That was insane. At least they got the first win, though. Clap it up for the first win. I was out, bro. I went to a cookout last night. I went to a cookout last night. It was a cookout in my neighborhood. But they had, I don't even know what they had. They had like potatoes, steaks, everything. They had, we had basketball game, played basketball game outside. Had jump rope, painting. It was fun. It was not bad. But they were like, please like, drop turn notifications and took a war.